Okay, next question. Hi Merja, I'm an INFJ. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether my inner parent-unifier is leading my 10-year-old scientist or the other way around. When my 10-year-old thinker is in charge, it's hard to tell because there's a layer of self-deception that comes into play. I know what you're talking about. How can I know if my grown-up selves are truly leading if I can't trust my own perception? So as an INFJ, here's what you do. This is actually a really simple answer, but it's not necessarily an easy one to break. So it might take you a little bit to break this pattern that you're in. But the simple answer to knowing when you're actually in the unifier space is, are you able to feel compassion to the situation in hand, to the people in the situation? And if the answer to that is no, then it's your 10-year-old, because your 10-year-old is concerned about what's right and what's wrong. They're not really concerned about anybody's agendas or why they're doing what they're doing, or, what their intent is. But if you can identify, or even start to identify, the other person's intent from a generous perspective, not from a perspective of, I know exactly what they're doing this, they're doing that, because that's the 10-year-old. But put your opinions about the situation or the person to one side and communicate with the other person, or try and communicate with the situation and ask some questions and have dialogue, as opposed to here's how it is. Because the 10-year-old is very much, here's how it is. So that's how you do that, how you can recognize it. So just ask yourself, can I feel empathy for this person? And it can be difficult, like in situations of dealing with narcissists or other people who don't have capacity, like people who are hurting you, like deliberately manipulating or hurting you. It can be really difficult to do that. But what you can do in that situation is you can say, this person it must be really hard to be them. I mean, they must be really hurt because this is how they're behaving towards other people. And I don't have to accept it around me, but I can still offer compassion towards this person. Now you know that you can both have a boundary and have compassion, and that is the unifier understands that there are so many other things going on behind the scenes, whereas the 10-year-old inner child, the scientist, just wants it to be this way, factual, this way, this is the right way. So I hope that answers that question. So that's how you know how to do it. How you break that pattern, if you find your 10-year-old being like super, in charge a lot, or like super strong, is you just start forcing yourself to think about the situation from the other person's perspective. So you just practice that change from your black and whiteness of, I know exactly how this is, into, what don't I know about this yet? Like, where are they actually coming from? Let me ask some more questions. Let me engage with the outside world. So that's how you can start breaking that pattern as well. So I hope that helps. Let me know if that was helpful. I want to hear that what we're doing actually works, that it's helpful for you. Because if it's not, then we're just I'm wasting my breath and you're wasting your time. So I don't want to do that.